Anda masih menyaksikan Economics dan masih bersama saya Jack Dangermond, Presiden dan juga founder dari ESRI. Jack, for this segment I'm going to ask you more like a global questions. You know, in 2016, ESRI, the profit of ESRI is more than 1.1 billion US dollars. How do you see the growth right now? Because it was 2016's data. How do you see in 2019?
Well, we continue to grow about 10% every year, and that's true of this year and last year as well. So we see a continued expansion from a revenue perspective. In Indonesia, we're seeing even a more rapid growth, about 30% growth, which speaks to many issues. Some of them are the interest we see in the Indonesian market of the use of digital geography or geographic knowledge. And the other interesting dimension is that the technology keeps getting cheaper by use of web tools, browser tools, instead of spending thousands of dollars for intelligent workstations or for big server technologies. What's occurring is people are getting into my field through very inexpensive field device applications. So on cell phones and so on, I can actually collect data and understand things. So the result is that we're getting millions of users growing every year, even though the revenue remains a constant growth.
So that's your strategy. So more quantity than quality of from the profit.
The result is that we're getting more quantity of users. Our focus is on what Charlie Munger says often is investing in high quality. So here in Indonesia, many years ago, we started investing closely with our large government customers, organizations like BIG or others, and there are dozens of them here. And they have built with us a trusted relationship. And this is true in virtually all the countries that we operate in, which is virtually all the countries in the world. We build confidence with government. Now what's happening in the private sector is that people are waking up to the idea that...
Is it too late for Indonesia?
No. Indonesia, it's waking up. You have organizations like McDonald's picking the right location because they can see they're after competitive advantage, you know, seeing what others can't. It's a new phrase that we like to call.
That's your logo, right?
It's one of our logos. And behind that, frankly, is a concept of understanding. So what our users do is they search for understanding. And I suppose as human beings, we all do this. We're hunting to understand things. And a phrase that I like to use is understanding precedes action, or at least it should. So in other words, just acting without understanding is just stupid and crazy, both for us as personal lives, but also in business and also in government. So people buy our tools, they build geographic knowledge so that they can understand patterns of demographics or finding the right location for a business or the right location to put into a conservation zone, what areas should be set aside, for example, for the orangutan protection. So our business is very rich in the sense that people want to know, and that isn't just a consumer idea. They want to make sure that their governments, their businesses are doing the right thing. And as executives or as ministers in government, people really dearly want to make sure that they're doing the right thing. And so geographic knowledge and the tools that we provide of analytics and decision making and planning, geoplanning, help that a lot.
Okay, you mentioned that the growth for Indonesian market is 30%. It's way higher than the globally. So what is your strategy now to make even the number even higher, or it's just because the nature of the market of Indonesian market that is just now waking up that you just said?
So I think what is our strategy for that? It's to invest, and we are investing here locally in our government partners. Sometimes they have schoolhouses in their agencies, so we're providing our software free for education. We're also investing in universities. We have 30 universities that are significant where we put in not only our technology but also invested with training and building a new generation of students that are geospatially aware that can go to work in businesses. We provide all of our software here in Indonesia, but all over the world, to NGOs for free, to students for free, so that people can learn these, not just the tools, but also the methodology and the science behind them.
Okay, what's next for ESRI globally? What kind of maybe tools that we can expect coming out in the next couple of years? Because like you said, that you spend 1/3 of your profit to research and development, right? And the technology is growing rapidly right now.
Actually, I'll correct you on one subject. We spend 1/3 of our revenue.
Oh, revenue. Okay.
On R&D, which is about 3 or 4 times the typical percent spend. We do that because we're a private company and we can do it.
Yeah.
No stockholders are telling us, you have to
That's too
optimize
big.
your profits.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that kind of business. It's just we have the opportunity here to be able to invest in different ways. And each year, 1/3 of our revenue goes into pushing the envelope. And that has been one of our secrets for success, is that ongoing R&D, as that growth occurs, just gets bigger and richer. So we're being pushed with our new generations of tools based on 3 big things. New kinds of data, like remote sensing data, location data, measurements of different types like IoT.
Yeah.
Second, by new kinds of emerging hardware and software technologies, like distributed computing, tools that enable IoT to be able to be connected, things like what Cisco is doing and others, tools that are faster and embeddable technologies. And then third, based on actual software and innovations that we're making, things like spatial temporal modeling, so I can look at space and time to be able to predict.
Okay, wow.
And that kind of modeling is resting on new innovations that are happening outside of our field in AI and machine learning. So we integrated our tools to the whole world of open source and open science libraries of tools, so that we're not pretending like we're the world leader in AI. No, we're integrating in the world's leading technology and taking advantage of us. So that keeps our customers current. So when they get a new release of our tools, it's integrating in these 3 types of information: better, more, faster data, better, more efficient computing, and also new spatial innovation.
All right, Jack, I'm going back to you for the next 6 minutes to the more personal questions. Kami akan kembali di Economics tetaplah di CNBC Indonesia.
In other words, it's a metaphor for not living fancy. So as we did our little projects and we pushed our technology idea, we were able to live modestly. And so as we became more successful, we were able to spend more money on the R&D segment of our work, something I really loved, and